This is McNabs Island, History and Mysteries. At the mouth of Halifax Harbour lies McNabs Island, a place that guarded fleets, hosted carnivals, and carried legends for more than 2 centuries. Forest paths still trace the outlines of forts, gardens, and stories that refuse to fade. Long before European charts named it, the Mi'kmaq used McNabs seasonally as part of Mi'kmaqi, fishing and gathering along its coves. Shell middens and quahog beds mark that older presence. French fishermen worked these waters in the 1600s and considered the island strategic for a fortified harbor. After Halifax was founded in 1749, British surveyors folded McNabs into their defensive plans, and period maps labeled it Cornwallis Island. In the 1780s, merchant Peter McNab purchased most of the island from the Cornwallis heirs for about £1,000. His family cleared fields, raised sheep, and planted gardens overlooking the sea. Descendants married into Halifax society, yet lived with the wind, tide, and ice, and their homestead gardens, Victorian terraces cut into the slope, are slowly being restored today. By the 19th century, McNabs became Halifax's favorite escape. City families crossed for chowder parties, races, and summer fairs. An inn served visitors by 1790. A grand picnic bazaar in 1845 drew thousands to raise money for a mechanics institute. Soda was bottled here as part of the leisure economy. Then, in 1920, showman Bill Lynch set up his first amusement rides on McNabs. Carousel horses, games of chance, and fireworks lighting the harbor night. The laughter carried across the water, and from that small seaside start grew the Bill Lynch shows, a traveling carnival that would crisscross the Maritimes for decades, earning him the nickname King of the Midway. The echoes of that first fairground still linger in the fields near the old homestead. Navigation and defense shaped the shoreline. In 1828, a light at Mar Beach guided ships through reefs at the harbor entrance. Later range lights helped captains align a safe channel. Through the 1860s, the Admiralty acquired land for new positions. Fort Ives rose to watch the channel toward Point Pleasant. Fort McNab anchored the seaward tip. Fort Hugonin guarded the western shore. In both World Wars, the island's heights carried searchlights and plotting rooms, while anti-submarine nets and minefields sealed the harbor at night. Young crews scanned black water for periscopes, never far from older stories underfoot. One of those stories is grim history, not myth. In April 1866, the steamship SS England arrived from Liverpool with a cholera outbreak among more than 1,000 emigrants. Local records show the vessel was ordered to anchor in McNab's Cove and the sick brought ashore for quarantine. Many died during the crisis. The temporary shed operated briefly on McNabs before quarantine facilities moved to Lawler Island, which became Halifax's primary isolation station. Burial grounds from that outbreak still mark the edges of the harbor, a reminder that disease shaped this coast as powerfully as war. McNabs also carries folklore that blurs into belief. Mugger Beach was long called Hangman's Beach. Sailors claimed mutineers' bodies were displayed there as warnings, though proof is scarce. Another enduring tale tells of lighthouse keeper Charles MacDonald, urged by a ghostly vision of his grandmother to keep the lamp burning one stormy night, moments before a ship in distress signaled for help. Whether coincidence or something stranger, that story joins whispers of phantom riders and footsteps echoing along ruined walls when fog drifts through the spruce. By mid-century, the military chapter ended. Fort McNab was decommissioned in 1959, and nature began to reclaim concrete and earthworks. Birch and spruce now shade the gun pits. Barn swallows nest in their shelter. More than 200 bird species have been recorded across McNabs and Lawler, where dunes, marshes, and second-growth woods form a living coastal sanctuary. Today, the islands span nearly 1,000 acres under shared provincial and federal care. Fort McNab stands as a National Historic Site, and visitors reach the park by small charter boat from Halifax or Fisherman's Cove. There are no shops or water taps, only trails, ruins, and sea air. It's a place best explored slowly, where each path uncovers another era. McNabs compresses Atlantic life into one outline of land: Mi'kmaq camps, colonial farms, pleasure gardens, quarantines, and forts, all within the sweep of a single tide. Walk its trails and you'll hear the echoes, brass bands, distant guns, and a carousel's faint tune carried across the water. That is McNabs Island, fortress, garden, and legend, still keeping watch where the harbor meets the sea.